We think that South China Sea on water is an atmosphere here. So it's my pleasure to be here to make the dialogue and competition about the South China Sea issue. And the senator and my friend Dr. Romeo has mentioned that we should peacefully resolve the disputes of the South China Sea. I'm not as ambitious as them. I think we can manage the disputes. I think in the foreseeable future. Though the maritime disputes, because which related to sovereignty and maritime delimitation, is very difficult to resolve. I think in the near terms. It is not just the phenomenon, the reality of the Southeast Asia, it is also the reality of the world. We will say a lot of maritime disputes in the world, which are very, very difficult to resolve. Especially South China Sea disputes related to at least five parties. So I think sometimes I say that in our lifetime, we will not see the resolve of the disputes. No party can persuade and convince other party to give up its own maritime claims. So I think but I'm confident that we can peacefully manage the disputes. We know that our China relationship have some difficulties because of South China Sea issues. But even that, in the last year, China and the Philippines have used the diplomatic channels to calm down the situation of Scarborough Shoal and the Second Thomas Shoal and the Sabino Shoal. So you will say even the situation is a little tense, but the diplomacy makes sense. Another point I want to emphasize that I think the situation of the South China Sea has been exaggerated too much. If you just focus on one thing, you will be very sensitive about that. South China Sea is very important for China and the Philippines, because definitely South China Sea is not a whole of the Philippines, even as well of the Philippines as well as China. And my final point is about the South China Sea policy, China-South China policy. I think the outside world, and including the Philippines, there's some misunderstanding and misconclusion on the China's policy, China's claims. I think China's claims is very consistent since the founding of People's Republic of China. And the China's policy also keeps consistent and stable. Even now, I think China's policy follows the doctrine of Deng Xiaoping of the sharing the disputes. Only changes, I think, are China's abilities and China's resolve to safeguard its maritime rights and sovereignties. That's only the changes. So the China's policy and China's claims have been consistent and stable and very stable. So for now, many foreign friends ask me that what's your next step? What's your intention in the South China Sea? My answer is very quick and very simple and very consistent that up now China has no plan. We have no plan in the South China Sea. Our plan is just keeping the status quo and respond the changes from other claimants. If other claimants want to keep the status quo, I think China is very glad to manage the situation jointly. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. Very happy to be back to the deal again. Well, I think today, for me, there are two basic, very important issues. The first thing is in the short term, how can we peaceful, both in the Central Shore, South Shore, or in the Salina Shore, Salina Reef. And also, the second thing is that we already have our bilateral communication mechanisms, BCM. We also have hotlines between Coast Guards and also the defense ministries. So I think that better not to postpone or stop any of this communication mechanisms and channels. And the third thing is multilaterally, we have the COC negotiation ongoing. So I think that this is the regional country is trying to establish the orders and rules of our own region. So this is a multilateral platform that we can rely on. And the second issue about in the long run, what is our ultimate goal? I think the answer is very clear. It's to solve the South China Sea dispute ultimately. And I think frankly the resolution is not easy, as Professor Hugo and David said. And China's policy is consistent, very clear. And I think there's a very good sign in the recent years, like legally speaking, the Philippines issued your American Zone Act and also the Archipelagic Sea Lane Act. And from the Chinese side, we announced our baseline of the South Shore last November. So I think that if you look at this issue objectively, I think this legal claims of our host countries become clearer. So this, I think, paves the way for our future resolution of this dispute. And I think that China has been saying that we don't want to solve the problem by force. Peaceful resolution is what we want. And we wanted to solve the issue by peaceful negotiation among directly involved parties through diplomatic means. This is our commitment, and I think this is a long-run ultimate goal that we are trying to achieve.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. It's a great pleasure to share with my perspective on the issue, especially how to manage or how to resolve such a dispute peacefully. I would like to echo Senator
Coseteng.
Nikki Coseteng, yes. Proposal. What is the cornerstone? What is the foundation to set such a dispute peaceful? I think he highlighted at least the three key words. Fact. Truth. Fact, truth. One dimension. The second dimension he mentioned is justice. Dispute only is set by justify solution. It can induce that kind of solution will be induced. And it is the second one I think he highlights respect for reality and history. I think that's the two big cornerstone for we understanding the essence of South China's history. Nowadays we are full of one-sided narrative, propaganda, and fake news. We are living in this kind of, how to say, this Western, people intellect. We're living in some kind of information environmental. Only we can clarify what's the truth of China, what's really happening on the ground, and what is history. Second, I would like to share with you what is the Chinese understanding of the international order based on the international law. An international order based on the international law is the first and foremost the international order after the Second World War. With the United Nations Charter is cornerstone. The Chinese government, back to 1946, Chinese government recovered territory illegally occupied by Japan, including island reef in South China Sea. For example, like Aba, Itu Island, and Brussels, and also Scarborough Shoal. According to Article 2 of Paragraph 4 of the Charter, China's territorial integrity shall be respected by all literal states in South China Sea. However, since 1970s, I think, for example, Philippines occupied Itu Island in 1971. on one occasion, United Nations Assembly voted which government should have the representative power for Chinese people. And the majority of the vote for the People's Republic of China is the solo legal representative of Chinese people. And at that time, ROC tried to seize some support from the Philippine government. And on that occasion, Philippines seized the siege island. So you can see, if you look back the Second World Order, I think Chinese territorial integrity has been undermined to some extent. So, given the rapid growth of Chinese economy, Chinese development, now China has the capability, as Professor Wu mentioned, also have to resort to its territorial integrity. What kind of choice for Chinese government? Should they abandon back to 1949, back to 1970s? They don't want to abandon the territory of China Sea, giving the capacity, giving the strength of the knowledge. I don't think it's a possibility for China to give up its territorial sovereignty of China Sea. So what is important for us to manage the dispute peacefully?
Thank you.